review will be discussing about Black Clover chapter 306 and 307. And this chapter we'll be talking about Yuno goes after Zeno, Zeno's pass for Commander, Zeno's betrayal, and a deal with the demon Buzzler,
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub. And on 307, a soul for a demon heart, Zeno's true devil form, Yuno's not choosing the same path as Zeno, Pharaoh and Langris, the two brothers fighting. And we're going to rate this chapter 1 out of 10. We're going to happen in the next chapter and live Q&A. So, what do you guys think? Let's go to 306. Goes after Zeno. What do you guys think about that chapter?
So for me, this fight is very good. I mean, I just catched up to Black Clover for everyone to know, and so overall, I have to say the fighting in Black Clover is amazing. How it is written and the fights are very good. That also applies to this fight.
Okay. What about you, Chili? What do you think about this?
I actually really like the fight, especially whenever just snipes him out of nowhere right in the chest, leaving like a hollow hole in him from Bleach. It's kind of like awesome.
Yeah. For me, this fight with Zeno, it's like it gives me how powerful Yuno really is, and how truly of a devastated power he has, and like he to me that was really good fight. So let's go to this topic to discuss past rival for commanders. Now this is quite an interesting one, and I want to get your opinion about this. Chili?
I find it very interesting because it's going about like how Zeno was growing up, how he wasn't really all that special because of his timidness, and then he ends up like finding himself a rival to the point where he wants to motivate and push himself to become better. And it kind of like makes you think of like how Yuno and Asa's past.
What
Yes,
about
I
you?
have to. Yeah, definitely. I mean the parallels the author draws to Yuno and Asta is very interesting, and also in the later topic it will be more relevant again. But I actually like that they have like a show his past and show what could also happen to Yuno and Asta, because that's a possibility. And in this how it is written, like Alan is definitely like Asta, and Xenos is definitely like Yuno. So basically, it could be the same that at some point, Yuno thinking about sacrificing Asta, which is a kind of like interesting thought. I mean, nobody probably wants to talk about that possibility, but just saying it is. We will see in the next chapter also how that goes. Like,
Okay.
But that is what I thought like when I read this part of the chapter.
To me, this rivalry between the two of them was interesting, it made me feel like Zeno was a really good character compared to the siblings, because I was Chili already know how disappointed I am with Dante. How disappoint like I was okay with Veronica. I I can't pronounce
Uh,
her name.
it it it's my waifu, Veronica.
Veronica, yeah.
Or no,
Your
Vonica. Vonica.
Vanica. See, Vanica. So I to me, like, Zeno has more character development between the two siblings, and to me, getting to know that this is the goal he had before he actually lost himself, and it wasn't a selfish goal, is because his friend, he lost his friend. I feel like he has a guilt, and I think that is the reason why he wanted to do something, or try to fight it or something. So let's talk about Zeno's betrayal.
That
This
is
is
just
quite interesting, honestly. So I would give it to Muninn, because Muninn, you really wanted to talk about this one.
yeah. I just in my previous, like what I said
Yeah.
earlier, I already like told the people basically what's going to happen. Um, Xenos' betrayal on Alan in sacrificing him for defeating the demon, which is like, I was like, you fucking asshole. how
Damn.
how dare you to sacrifice your rival? That's like
Ah,
the ultimate dick move.
the dickest move ever.
But he gets his goal.
Yeah, that's the thing, but you see how it affects him after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And like there is a
Mm-hmm.
achieving your goal has many ways, and not all the ways are the best ways as we can see. And
Yeah.
he chose like the one of the worst possibilities to achieve his goal.
Chili, what do you think? I know you had the last say.
So so I mean he got to his goal. His
Yeah.
betrayal is definitely uncalled for, and not to mention, like, if he was like his real rival, I mean, you can see the difference between him and Yuno and Asta, because Yuno
Yeah.
and Asta, they grew up together. They literally were like brothers. Zeno and his rival, I mean, they met each other later on when they were like more adolescent wise. So I can understand why they don't have like the sibling bond like them. I think that's probably where the main difference comes between the whole betrayal and not betrayal between them. But I do want to mention the fact on like page 10 with Zeno's rival, he is holding a sword, a fire sword. Kind of reminds you of someone, Kiwi.
I know who you mean. Yeah.
Now, I personally don't believe it, but go on, Kiwi. Go ahead, say it. You think it's his dad?
Yeah, his dad. I think that
What?
Yeah, I don't think it
Alan.
is, but
They kind of look like it, honestly. But it's.
Wait a second. They are the same age as Asta and Yuno are right now in this backflash, right?
No,
um,
Zeno's
no,
actually.
Probably.
no,
I
they're like in their adolescence, like teenage wise.
Yeah.
Like in this backflash, how old are they?
Doesn't really tell you, but I do know like after this is whenever the whole when the whole like ritual thing with Xenon happened. So that's as soon as that happened, I know they took over the Spade Kingdom, which Yuna was already born. So that would make sense if he had a kid too.
No, because
But no, because
Yuno
I
was a
think it
baby.
doesn't add up.
Yuno was a baby, and then during the time when the Spade Kingdom, the to try took it over.
Yeah. So they're, I mean, he could have a kid because they would be roughly around the same age.
Yeah. So that's what I mean.
The thing is, they are, I don't know, because the king is older than them.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
I
know.
don't think it's his dad. Kiwi does.
I don't
I
think
just
so
I
either.
just think,
I
but anyway,
I don't think that would add up to the age.
Nah, that's
mm,
definitely not to.
anyway, for me, like, with this Zeno betrayal, I I saw something that, like, he when he was talking, he was saying, should I? He was debating on if he wants to help his friend or save his friend, but at the same time, if he does that, many people will die. And then, or he's debating, like, should I save a thing? What do I do? He's in a predicament that, like, should I just sacrifice my friend or should I sacrifice people? And he was having that kind of issue. And to me, like, yes, what he did was a dick move, but I feel like in a desperate situation, you can't really have a you don't know what you're thinking. So I guess in his way of thinking is that he has to do what he has to do to protect it, even though there's consequence, like the feeling that we'll be talking about in the next chapter. But like I said, that's what I kind of see in this chapter. So where would you rate 300 and 306, Munin? What would you rate it?
Okay. How do I rate this? I would give it a solid 8.
A
Mm.
solid 8.
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Chili?
I would give it an 8 as well, but I feel like we skipped the whole deal with Beelzebub.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Yes.
sorry. Okay, sorry. Yeah. The deal with Bezavet, that one. I want to say something on that one. That one was really, like, he had a major regret, like I said, after what he did, but he also lost himself. Like, he kind of, like, all his regrets and stuff. He kind of lost himself, kind of sold his soul to the devil in sense of his sadness and regression. And to me, that was kind of powerful. What do you think about that, Moonin?
Honestly, for me, that was a coward move.
Coward move.
He
Okay.
he was definitely running away from his issues and his inner turmoil of him sacrificing basically his friend and his rival.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So what I think, and this is just me throwing out just random ideas, but he already told his brother that he didn't want to be a devil host, and then there's just magically a devil that shows up to where he had to make the choice to sacrifice his friend in order to destroy it. So I'm thinking he was manipulated to do this just so he would become a devil host, whether it was his brother or if it was Lucifero.
Interesting.
That
Okay.
thought is actually quite interesting. Yes.
That's interesting. Okay. All right, Chili. What would you rate this chapter? Oh,
I
wait.
gave
All
it an
right.
8.
Right. Right. Okay. And why is that?
I mostly give it an 8 because I don't know, it's kind of like making me think back of like the beginning of the series. I mean, I like the whole what if scenario if like the difference between them and their story. It's just there was not a lot of action in this. It was more of like in the past kind of thing.
Okay. I would actually give this chapter 7 out of 10 for me. Reason is that, like I said, what he did was a dick move. I was kind of upset with that. Secondly, like, now that I think about it, what he was doing is that it's like even if you sacrifice your friend or something, you still could have do something to change it, and you just like you hadn't like you didn't even like added another option. You just like feel like I had to do what I had to do, and there it's thing. And to me that was kind of like a bullshit kind of way to kind of defeating the devil. So yeah, I don't like it. So let's go to 307, a soul for a devil heart. And with this, I will start it off. Um, I think that with him, since he's on the brink of death and he 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 feels like he has nothing to lose anymore, that he wants the devil heart, meaning that he is fully tr- truly wanted to become one with the devil. And I feel like that's the reason why he is about to lose himself, and it's like I don't care anymore. I'm willing to give everything up. So to me, this is some kind of way for, like, he was thinking about his friend, but I feel like what Muninn said, it's like a cowardly way to go. So Muninn, what do you think?
Okay, first of all, I have to say, like, I totally understand like his psychology behind that, because
Mm-hmm.
he did like the unthinkable even for him,
Yeah.
by sacrificing Ellen. So he's basically losing his mind,
Yeah.
and at that point he's like, um basically he is giving up his will to live
Mm.
by giving his soul, trading his soul for a demon's heart. Um, he is not thinking in his right mind.
Yeah.
Hmm. So for me, I think that the main reason why he believes that he's losing is because he's still holding his past regrets, and he
Mm.
thinks it's holding him back. And I think he believes that if he has a devil heart, it will literally just wash away all of his regrets and make him not truly care. And as long as he becomes a full devil, he wouldn't have to worry about being held back by any humanly emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
That makes sense. All right.
that's why I also said that his what he did was a coward move.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thinking about him, because basically he is running away. He is running away from the reality, trying to like get rid of his feelings.
Mm-hmm. So with Zeno's true devil form, Chili, what what do you think?
I think it looks awesome. It
I think it looks like a hollow.
kind of, I mean, he actually kept the hole that blasted
Yes.
in his chest, which
Yeah.
it looks cool.
Yeah. Do you think that with this thing he gets more powerful now, or
Oh,
he's just
definitely. I mean,
okay?
he
Yes.
practically became a full devil at this point, so yeah, he's gonna be way stronger.
Okay.
And
Um.
also his like, we have to keep in mind that the demon they fought before, just forgot his name.
Zagreus.
Yes, Zagreus. He was on like, was he a
He's a full devil.
lower tier or was it
Uh,
mid
he,
He's
tier?
a
he was a mid tier.
It was
mid
mid
tier.
tier. Like Beelzebub is not mid tier. He is probably first.
He's in the same level as Lucifer and Magu.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
first level. That is
yeah.
first level.
They were the hierarchy of
Yeah.
the devils.
Well, which makes sense because, like in mythology, Beelzebub is the son of the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the next topic with that, and you know, choose not to. You know, chose not the same path as what? happen. So, Chili, you want to take this?
Yes. So completely did a different path in terms of how Zenon did it because
Hmm.
he didn't kill his partner. He actually tried to find like the best opportunity to avoid hurting Longris. Did I say that right? I might have
Yes,
Yes.
got
Longress. Yeah,
that. Okay.
you better say my man right, okay? I'll fight
He
you.
he avoid hurting him,
Okay.
unlike how Zeno ended up killing his own partner. But I don't. I feel like it'd be a lot more interesting if it was like the actual reverse thing, to where it was actually Yuno's rival, like Asta, and then him avoiding that. I think that would be like a huge symbolism in terms of differences because like he's just a member of
Of
his the Golden Dawn, so it's not the same as a relationship with Asta.
But I have to say on the same time that it is not Asta, it is Langrus, means that it is more of a statement. Because if it would be Asta, his decision wouldn't be as hard as for Langrus because to Asta he has a stronger connection. So that Langrus is the one in this position makes a bigger statement on Yuna's character because even though he doesn't have the same connection or even has a lower connection to Langrus than Xandas had to Alan, didn't choose to sacrifice Langras. So that I generally don't like, um, but those are the moments I have respect for him.
hmm, hmm. Like I would have to agree with what Munin's saying because honestly, for me, like with how it is, it's just like yes, it would have been perfect with Asta being there to be the symbolization, but at the same time, wasn't really like connecting with the entire Golden Dawn as much as like Asta already is with his Black Bull. So with him, he has a little bit of like kind of like respect with Langris a bit, but not as well like, oh, you're below me. I'm the vice cap. So
So,
kind of like
so
kind
pretty
of
much like how
things.
Longris used to be.
Yeah, like used to be. So to me it's kind of like he wants to take that mantle until his captain comes back. And so that's why I kind of agree with what Munin's saying there. So let's go
But
to mhm.
one thing, but not connecting to the Golden Dawn like Asta does to the Black Bulls is partially Yuno's own fault.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
so
He
secluded.
doesn't want to, basically.
Yeah.
He's just an asshole.
Okay. So my guy. This is my favorite topic. So, Finral and Langris, the two brothers fighting together. Now, since I love Langris, I'll start. Um, and with this one, I kind of like the development between the two brothers, especially when they are not getting along or that they were kind of like, like they're in that way. So I feel like it's kind of like if it doesn't done with, like what Munin said, like, oh, I feel like it's a perfect way for Langris and Finral to actually work together and thing and I feel like Langris needs to respect Finral for what he's doing and what his capability is because I feel like if he show him what his capability is, I feel like Langris will respect him much more than he uh respect and I think that would give us more character development between the two. So yeah, let's.
So
Mhm.
on it I want to say like I don't know like I watched the manga watched watched the anime
Yeah,
until like the episode 170,
yeah.
and I don't know if it's like the same in the manga, but in it like after Finral Langris like um was taken over by the elves, and he like after the whole thing with like what's the girl's name, Finesse.
Fenin, Fenin,
Wait, wait.
like
Finesse,
the
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 girl.
girl, the girl that Finral was trying to be with.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
cannot think of her name right
I
now.
no, her
Like
close Finral,
like
Finesse, yeah,
yeah,
close.
Finesse. Like how it is shown in the anime, it doesn't really seem like Langers wants to marry her. He's just doing it to like tease his brother to do his best.
Yeah.
Like um
Um, I want to disagree with that only because the only reason why he doesn't want to marry her and is just going through with it is because she wants to be with him.
Yeah.
She wants to be with the brother, like the Finral.
I'm not sure because as I said, I can only speak for how it is depicted in the anime.
Hmm.
I think it's
But
because you were watching the
like
filler.
he is like in the anime, he is
Yeah.
like he is delaying what he is saying. Like he when he's for example like Finral and Finna's meet, and Finral says like he will do everything to marry her, and then it takes like a minute basically to for Langris to say to Finral, "Oh no, I am going to be the one who will marry Phineas," and it seems like it's an afterthought. That's how it is shown in the anime.
Oh,
Um,
that one is filler because in the actual in manga,
but it
yeah,
is anime canon filler.
yeah,
I pulled up a filler list because I skipped all the actual
stuff,
fillers
yeah.
because I don't bother with fillers. But I actually watched this one because it was recommended because it is anime canon.
Okay,
It is canon filler.
yeah.
So yeah, because of that, I have the thinking that he is like also how when they fought like Finral said that Langris was alone. Like he didn't see Langris' loneliness
Mhm.
because he was so caught up in his like
The part,
defects.
yeah.
Made basically like he was the one that is like the not strong one, the weak brother, even though he should like be the one who inherits uh his father's position.
Mhm.
And he shut out Langris.
Mhm.
And after that, I think Langris started to respect him, but he keeps up his wall. Like he keeps up his mask.
He doesn't trust
Of
it.
no, I think he does trust. He does trust in Finral, and that he is capable of more than he actually shows.
Mhm. Okay.
Hmm.
What about you, Chili?
Um, I do like the whole idea of them showing up, but you can tell like whenever Finral showed up, Longris was not too happy about that. I think he was like you trying to rescue me again, and I think he still is like holding like thinking of himself lower because he got rescued by his big brother the first time, and he wants to be able to do stuff himself. But then Finral is aware of that concept, and he's like, "No, I'm just passing through to save my captain." And then they're like, "Yeah, let's work together." And I think they kind of like made a compromise right there, just so
Mhm.
like, yeah, I know you're here to save me, but I'll just go with what you're saying. You're here to rescue your captain.
But the thing is that that is the thing. He wants to be like his own person, but that also shows that he trusts his brother enough for them to fight together.
Now he does.
Now
Now
he
he
does
does.
after the elves arc.
Yes.
Yes.
I said after the elves arc.
Yeah.
Because before Hiradot hated his brother.
Yeah, he looked down on him because his
Yes.
spatial magic was so weak, but now that he was rescued and beaten by him during the Elf arc, whole new perspective.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. What do you guys rate this chapter? Let's go with Chili.
I give it an 8 out of 10. Again,
Okay.
there's not as much action. Like I love like how it was like going through the concept saying like you could have done more damage if you would have just went through your ally. And I do like how they actually do like a family bond thing whenever Finral shows up, but again, not a lot of action.
Okay. Muninn?
Yes, I will also rate it an 8 for the same reason. It's a very good chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually I do like that Zeno said like Chili said that didn't sacrifice Langris, and also like Langris and Finral fighting together.
Okay. For me, I have to give it 9 out of 10 for me because my man Langris, and I would have been upset with I would have hated him if he did sacrifice him. I
I
would
would
literally hate him. I would like. I was tolerable. Like I'm kind of with Moonin. I'm just tolerating him right now. I do not want him right now because I just he's just he just doesn't give me what I like about him. And like, yeah, he's OP, he's cool and stuff, but it's just something about him just doesn't make to me is not good. So I tolerate him for now, but like I said, I'm just happy that he wasn't gonna use Langris because if he does, I'm gonna hate him. I'm just
if,
tolerating him right now.
if he did, I would have given him a 10 out of 10.
Oh my god. You're just upset of what happened to your waifu, but
I
anyway.
am. I am.
Okay, so we are doing a live Q&A questions. Do you guys have any question about you want to answer to both chapter 360 or to 370? I do have a question though. So I do have a question with before before we do sorry, I kind of messed up. Let's go. What's going to happen to the next chapter? Let's go with Chili.
I mean,
Chili, what?
I would say we should just skip this because we are behind on a couple chapters and we
Oh
know
yeah.
what happens.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think we're all up to date, so
Yeah.
we know
Yeah.
what's going to happen in the next chapters.
Okay. I was thinking about that, but I was like, okay, so my question was with this since I am already caught up, but even so I still feel like I still have because I was rereading it again. Do you think that there was a different way to deal with a situation of like with Xenos? Because I feel like with Xenos part it could have been different um outcome. Like I said, like he could have just did a different path, not the cowardly way, like how Muninn stated it. So, what would you think is a better way for him to choose? Because he has to risk between the people or his best friend.
Did he really have to choose between the people and his best friend, though?
Yeah.
Because you have to think about that way, because um, anime logic. There is this, or like fiction logic,
Yeah.
where it's like there's always a way to save both.
Mhm.
So the thing is, was but that has to play in. We don't. For me, I don't know enough about Xenos and Ellen to really answer this question with a certainty.
Mhm.
Um, but and we don't know enough about the situation to know exactly if there really was no other possibility.
Yeah. What about you, Chili?
You already said that. I think that he was manipulated into doing this choice. Like, if they gave him a strong demon to where they knew that he wasn't going to really win unless he did this, it makes sense. Like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he was manipulated into choosing this path.
Mm. Do you think that's the reason why he was regret, like he was crying over his
I
friend?
mean, I mean, if you killed your friend, you'd be crying too. So
Yeah, true. But like, did he realize it, that he was manipulated? That's what I meant. Like,
I don't think
you know.
No.
he, I don't think he knows yet. I think what's gonna happen is like he's gonna end up finding out, realizing like he made his own choice. I think all the Dark Triad are gonna find out that they've been being manipulated.
Mm, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a trend, like with the elves too. Like they were being manipulated by devils, so who's to say the Dark Triad hasn't been being manipulated by the devils?
That's true. That's true. That's true.
I mean,
Um.
that's basically the devil's personalities.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any questions, Muninn or Chili? Do you guys have any questions between 306 or 307?
All my questions have already been answered in the future chapters.
Okay.
I'm not sure. No, I cannot think about a question right now.
All right. Well, since we haven't think, so at this time, like I said, is there anything you guys want to add? Any hosts want to add before we end this?
I got nothing.
No, I'm good.
Nope. Okay. So I guess that wraps it up for us. Be sure to watch our live stream podcast. If you like this content, please let us know what you think about this chapter in the comments below. We go live at 7 p.m. CST, 12 p.m. CST, and 1 p.m. EST. So Tuesday is Black Clover review. Wednesday is anime conversation, and Friday is One Piece review. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe, and hit that notification button for more for and comment below, and follow our Instagram and Twitter, and for our and also our TikTok too, for additional content and poll. So one big thanks for all of us in Otaku International. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.